Hey, good morning everyone. Welcome back. We're just waiting for the game to load up and then we'll jump straight in and play a couple of hours of Fallout 4. Right. Can't remember exactly what it is we had to go do, but
Don't worry. I only test the weapon.
Oh.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Purchase a variety in case of boredom.
Whatever. I want ammo. It's always ammo. Shotgun shells. We'll take that. Fusion cells. That's quite a lot. 308 and 44 and 10mm. Now that we can afford it all. I don't know if we've got anything in here that we can give it back though. How about 13 of those? There's 104. Value 77. Combat armor chest piece, value 23. Cursor uniform, value 77. I'm not sure why I'm not wearing that. Left arm, combat armor, left arm. Probably why. Let's get rid of that. One of those. Alright, anything with rats, let's get rid of. Iguana on a stick. Let's get rid of anything that's Nuka-Cola Quantum. Not that I really need. Oh, I've got 2 stealth boys. I never use them. We got 8 steam packs, blood pack. Night junk. $38. Man, this guy's cheap, isn't he? Cannonball, flame fuel. Yep. 77 for the fusion core. Gamma round. Missile, plasma cartridge. Things I never use. Okay. Accept. Okay.
Rocking my light, man?
Alright. Now then, what was the next? Find the railroad. Have the Corsa chip analysed. Find the railroad and have the Corsa chip analysed. What is this Fraternal Post 115? Let's head over there and have a look. Come on.
You're my now, rookie.
And go this way.
Out there, somewhere.
Why are you fighting them? Not sure why you felt the need to fight them. Right. Who's this missionary? I don't know why I'm walking. And we can... Fast travel. Ah. One day I'm just going to have to walk around and explore the entire city and just see what we come across. That barber's chair looks like it's been designed to cut safe-odd people blocks. It's there. Right, what is this marker down here? I have to find the railway. I was told to follow the Freedom Trail. The best place to start looking is the Boston Common. Continue following the Freedom Trail. Since I have no idea what the Freedom Trail is, and I have no idea what this is. What is this marker on my map? Oh, it's a fucking nothing. Oh my god, it was nothing. It was a personal marker. I did not realise it was a personal marker. If you want to fight the Institute, I've been told I should find the railroad. The only clue I have is follow the Freedom Trail. The tourist trail starts at Boston Common. Great, so where's Boston Common? Boston Common. Okay. Fuck's that? Some sort of weird looking chainsaw. Oh, I hate loading screens. Sure.
Help, or Mayday, or whatever it is one says on a radio. My name is Rex Goodman. I'm being held prisoner on the top of Trinity Tower. I think the super mutants plan on eating me soon. Setting this to repeat. Oh shit! Gotta sign off. One of the super mutants is coming. Help, or...
Okay, so what is the freaking Freedom Trail? Man, I find this is really confusing on me. Continue following the Freedom Trail. I didn't even know. If you want to find it, so what the hell am I looking for? What is the Freedom Trail and what the hell am I supposed to be following? What is this? I don't know if this is the Freedom Trail or not. I don't know. Good neighbour. Oh. I was going to say, look, before it stopped. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Have I been here before? Or not? As I say, donated to the city of Boston by French merchant Peter Fernell. I think we're on the right track then. I'm getting a history lesson along the way. Oh, there we go. Subway. Dick. Right. Paul Revere. The British are coming. The Freedom Trail. Unless we've gone the wrong way. I know. Search for the railroad. Is it like an underground railroad? He was a legendary crippling 10mm pistol. Oh shit, you scared the absolute crap out of me.
So, that's not right. It spins.
Does it now?
So it starts with R?
Oh, what?
No. I have to start over.
R. E.
Here we go again.
R. That can't be right. Ah. R-O-B-E-R-T? Couldn't. Could be. I don't know. O. No. Is it any R? Does any R work? Right, so what about ride? R-I-D-E. Nope. What is it? Using the letters and numbers I found on the trail, hopefully I can find the railroad. What letters and numbers? I didn't see any letters and numbers. I saw nothing. I didn't know there was... letters and numbers. I did follow the Freedom Trail, but I didn't take any notice of letters and numbers. Fucking letters and numbers. Like, how frustrating. Extremely frustrating. Just said follow the trail. I followed the trail. It didn't say anything about making notes of numbers and shit. Extremely frustrating. Oh, hurry up. Fuck's sake. I hate loading screens. Okay. 1 is R. Yes, well, we got that one, didn't we? But I didn't notice anything else. Eight. Oh, what is D? Oh my god. Fuck hell. So, R. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. D. Maybe we can figure out the word before we have to go the whole way back. What are you supposed to do when you can't see the bloody trail? Oh, you scared the shit out of me. Remember it coming this way. Don't remember. I don't remember coming this way.
What the fuck was that? Fine, keep your shit.
The Freedom Trail, I did not follow it down here. It's
Another victory for the rebels.
that's not right. It's not the way I came. I followed it, and I don't remember coming this way, unless I should be heading this direction. Right, okay, here we go. Right, 5 is R. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's railroad. It's got to be railroad. R-A-I-L road. It's got to be railroad. Right, it's got to be railroad. Okay. I'm just get one more and double check it. Number 3 is Railroad. Right, I'm going back now. It's definitely Railroad. Here we go again with another loading screen. Right. Okay. Oh, look at that. A. No. God damn it. R. A. I. L. R. A. D. I should have guessed that myself.
Stop right there.
Ooh, hello.
You went through a lot of effort to arrange this meeting. But before we go any further, answer my questions. Who the hell are you?
I followed the Freedom Trail looking for the railroad. I'm not your enemy.
If that's true, you have nothing to fear. Who told you how to contact us?
Dr. Amari told me how to find you.
Very interesting. Last question. Why are you here?
I tracked down and killed a Courser at Green Tech Genetics. Now I need help breaking the code on his Courser chip.
You have what? This is not a joking matter.
I didn't know we were having a party.
Oh, look,
Who
it's
gave
Tom
you my
Cruise.
invitation? Oh, I see you invited the Courser killer. Nice.
Deacon, you're late. You're saying this intruder actually killed a Courser? Single-handedly? Oh, that'd give even Gloria a run for her money.
Newsflash, boss. This guy is kind of a big deal. If you're done interrogating him, you might want to show this Courser murdering machine a little courtesy. Hmm?
I owe you an apology. Anyone who kills a courser is good in my book. I'm Desdemona.
Hey
and
boss,
I'm
how you
the queen
doing?
of the railroad.
Who are you people exactly?
In a world full of suspicion, treachery, and hunters, we're the synth's only friend.
Des, we need to let him in. He's got an intact Courser chip, for God's sake.
That violates our security protocols.
To hell with that. He killed a Courser. There's no way he's working for the Institute.
We're letting you into our headquarters. You're the first outsider ever to be given this privilege. We'll discuss the details about your chip inside.
Hey, there we go.
Don't try anything, stranger.
We having fun yet?
Shut up,
Talk to the boss.
dickhead. This individual is busy. This individual is too busy to talk to you. This individual is a snob. Right guys, before I talk to her, I'm going to go get myself a cup of coffee.
Decoding a Courser chip is a very delicate operation. A million things can go wrong, the least of which is losing the data. Fortunately, we have the right man for the job.
Alright, I'll be back in a minute. let's get on with it. She really doesn't want to talk to me. Let her get to wherever she is. Hey, Queensland fan, how you doing?
Hey, Dad. You need something?
Tom, our visitor here has a Courser chip.
Oh, for real? Oh, man, it's been ages.
Right. Some ground rules. Tom can get you the code, but once he's done, we get the Courser chip.
Why do you want the Courser chip?
Institute tech is light years beyond what we have. And a Courser chip is top of the line. I'm not gonna get into details, but that chip could help us save lives. Maybe throw a wrench in some of the Institute's operations. So, hand over the chip.
I don't know. I might need that chip later.
This isn't a negotiation. This is a demand. To anybody else in the Commonwealth, all you have is 2 caps worth of salvage. With us, that data is priceless. But we're not just going to give that away. Talk to me again if you change your mind.
I'm not giving her the chip.
Made up your mind. We decode the Courser chip for you, but after that, it's ours. Deal?
No way. That chip is mine.
Then we're done.
Drummer Boy said the Deacon is a simp.
Can I want to kill her. Kill her.
Every so often, boom, new idea.
You gotta be careful, man. The Institute is everywhere.
Excuse me.
There's more going on than you know. Trust me.
He may not even be alive.
It's not going to let me.
Did you not? Bullshit. Someone said after one of Deacon's space jobs, he was a woman. I think
Man, this sucks.
no way
It's
Deacon
not right.
Well, the point is,
Not right. Chip is mine. You're not having it.
Sam, I'm coming home.
Failed. Oh well. I just want to have a bit of fun. Well, I'm with the Brotherhood, but you know.
there's no way Deacon is a woman. Well, the point is, no one knows who or what Deacon really is.
Everyone's all, you've been hitting the chems way too hard. But I got my eyes open. I see.
Fine. Fucking you can have it.
Hey.
Made up your mind. We decode the Courser chip for you.
Fine. It's yours.
All right. Tom, make it happen.
All right, little Courser chip. Let's have the circuit analyzer take a crack at you. We're in. Chip accessed. Just poke the analog connectors a little.
So did she make it to the border?
What?
Still waiting here for
Oh man, don't
Heard
crash.
the runners hit
Hold it
resistance
together.
near Concord.
Memory hiccup.
Well,
Here it
safe
comes.
to start.
encryption algorithms. All right, we're still running.
Don't we all?
Oh man, they've added more decimals to the last cipher. This is gonna be... Come on, baby, show me that pattern. Where is it? Wait, they're using the same logarithmic function as the key generator. Oh, we got lucky. Got you, you Institute bastard, I got you. All right, solve for n. Come on. Show me that sweet base number. Come on, baby. Then we got it. We got the code. Let me load that onto the holotape for ya.
Good work, Tom.
Hey, yeah, but I'm not sure our luck will hold up next time, Des.
Start working on the rest of the chip. And you, I'd love to work with you more. Let me know if you're interested.
Nah.
But to be crystal clear, if you use that data and discover anything involving the Institute, you share it with us first. Otherwise, our relationship will be in jeopardy.
Ugh.
Don't try anything, stranger.
Well, what? I killed you all before. I'll kill you all again.
If we're going to be dealing more with each other, I need to make sure that we're on the same page. You know what a synth is, right?
I've heard rumors. What are they really?
The Institute created them. Synthetic humans. They're mostly organic, part machine. Somewhere along the line, they became more than just constructs. They think, they feel, and they act just like you and me. The Institute treats synths as property, as tools.
Go on.
So we seek to free the synths from their bondage. Give them a chance at a real life. I have a question. The only question that matters. Would you risk your life for your fellow man? Even if that man is a synth?
No, probably not.
No shame in that. Every person needs to know what they're willing to die for. It might be best if you kept your distance from us. Not for our sake, but for yours. The Institute wouldn't hesitate to torture and kill you for what you know. Deacon can show you out.
These guys need to die.
We'll file out separately after you leave. That's not to attract attention.
Excuse me.
So you answered the big question and took a pass. Dez is a hardliner, a live and die for the cause kind of lady. But the truth isn't so cut and dry. Listen, are you interested in the railroad? Learning more? Maybe joining?
No, I'm not.
Hey, we're not for everyone. Come to think of it, we're not for practically anyone. But if you change your mind, well, you get the idea.
Do you reckon he's a synth? How do you get out of this place again? Oh, to be honest, I'm starting to get really bored of this game. It is starting to get a little bit boring. Return to Virgil. That's right, Virgil the scientist. The Incredible Hulk.
Wasn't sure I'd see you again. You managed to get what you need?
Is that in magazine?
Yes.
I have the code.
Suppose I shouldn't be surprised. You did get rid of Kellogg after all. Not too much of a leap to take down a Courser. How'd you manage to get it decoded?
The railroad helped me.
Oh God, those kooks. I would have expected they'd be too busy trying to liberate vending machines or setting computer terminals free. Sorry. They just have something of a reputation. You're not the only one who's been busy. I did the best I could. From memory and things I've overheard through the years. Came up with some schematics for you. Wasn't easy. These hands are ridiculous. Fine motor skills have gone to shit. Here's the simple explanation. You need to build a device that will hijack the signal the Institute uses to teleport.
Of course I do.
And send you instead. You know the craziest part of the design? That classical music station. That's the carrier signal for the relay. All the data's on harmonic frequencies. You've been hearing it all along. I want to be clear that this isn't my area of expertise. I was bioscience, not engineering or advanced systems or anything.
Yep.
Bioscience? Advanced systems?
Divisions within the Institute. Specialized groups working on various projects. It'll make sense later. But if you can build this device and make use of that code, you should be able to override the signal from the Institute's relay. Can you? I mean, can you build it? You have people that can help. This is a lot for one person, even you.
I got it covered.
Good. Because you've got to make it in there. For both our sakes. And don't you forget our agreement. I've helped you as best I can. If you make it in there, you find that serum. It's my only hope for ever being normal. So you find it. Now go on. Take these and get to work. You do whatever it takes. Call on whoever you know to help you.
Right. So what is it? Let's have a look. Get help to build it. The signal interceptor should get me inside the Institute, but I'll need help building it. It's always one thing, then another thing, then another thing. Optional talk to the railroad. Optional talk to the Brotherhood. Optional, talk to the Minutemen. I guess we're talking to the Brotherhood since we're part of the Brotherhood. I'm going to need to change my fusion core soon as well. Right.
Charging into a situation, guns blazing. Good way to get yourself killed.
Here we go again, another loading screen. I am actually getting quite bored.
By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team.
I know this.
According to our scribe. The moment this information came to light, the Institute, and everyone responsible to accomplish this goal, we have had our scribes meticulously searching the Commonwealth, but they've come up empty-handed. The only logical explanation is that they've gone underground. That's where we need your help.
I might have a way to get into the Institute.
I believe there's a bit more to the story than you're telling me. But based on your actions so far, I'm willing to take you at your word. Now, indulge me for a moment by satisfying my curiosity. Tell me why you're so eager to get into the Institute.
I think they're the ones who kidnapped my son.
The Institute preys on the weak to further their own ends. Together, we'll make them pay for their crimes. I'll call ahead and brief Proctor Ingram. Report to the airport, and get to work on your project right away.
Well, Fortnite is back, everyone, in case you were wondering. You know, you're desperate to get out there and play Fortnite again. It is now back. Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 1 is out now.
If you need assistance building the signal interceptor, there's no one better than Proctor Ingram. She'll help you get the job done.
Apparently complete. Hopefully you like the water because there's quite a lot of it and it's not just for show. Chapter introduces fishing, swimming and mucking about on boats. Teamwork is a theme too, and you can now carry your pals to safety when they're down or shoot them with a healing bazooka when they need to top up.
Station keeping maintained. Thrusters stable.
New map also comes with helpful environmental stuff like haystacks you can hide in, or explosive barrels you can blow up. Though perfect if you're planning on being sneaky. You know those barrels? More streamlined selection of weapons that you can upgrade. It also promises less grind and a new XP system for battle pass.
Patient Knight. We're pouring every resource we have into the signal interceptor.
I might have to get back into Fortnite and have a look. Right, what am I supposed to be doing here? Talk to Proctor Ingram. And where is Proctor Ingram when he's at home? haven't flown one of these. Let's fly. Fly, William. Oh, let's not fly. Oh. Well, that sucks.
Heard you got a new assignment.
Yeah, research patrol.
Babysitting field scribe. Prestigious.
Beats guard duty. Why?
Oh, there you are. Hello.
This frame is driving me crazy. I've got like 3 itches I can't even scratch.
Elder Maxon said you'd help me build the signal interceptor.
So, looks like you're calling the shots around here now, huh? Alright, I'll bite. What does your new miracle device do?
The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out. This machine can hijack their signal and send me instead.
Teleportation? Molecular transmission via encrypted RF waves? Okay, even I have to admit, that's genius. This explains why we've been picking up anomalous energy readings all across the Commonwealth. Not to mention how they get their tin soldiers to come out of the damn walls. And this little beauty allows you to literally hijack a return signal. Instead of grabbing the intended target, it grabs you instead. Impressive.
That all sounds impressive, but can you build it?
If I can keep that flying pile of junk in the air, I can work miracles. It's difficult to make out all the details here, but I'm thinking you can get started by building a stabilized reflector platform. It's gonna take a cargo hold full of high-grade metal, but I'm sure that we have plenty of it right here at the airport.
I'm glad you can make sense of those plans.
I haven't made sense of all of it yet, but I will by the time you get the first part built. Here's a list of everything you need to find. You're also going to need a massive power source to get the signal interceptor running.
Oh, wonderful. Ah, scavenger hunt time. Should get me inside, but I'll now build the reflector platform. Okay. Reflector platform. 10 aluminium, 3 circuitry, 5 steel. Two steel. 2 circuitry. I don't seem to have any aluminium. 21 steel. 9 circuitry. It's just the aluminium we're missing. 10 aluminium. Right. Scavenger hunt time.
Maxon might appear compassionate, but I can assure you, the Institute will face his wrath.
What the hell? I could go buy it, maybe.
Sounds like a suicide mission to me.
Aluminium comes from. What? Why? Oh, hello. No aluminium. I wish there was a way of clearing, you know, the search option so you could just select a new one.
That Salisbury steak is
You know.
Don't let Maxon's age fool you. He's a brilliant tactician and experienced soldier.
Put 2 in the head and they'll stay dead.
Alright, I can't be asked doing this. Let's go back to here. We probably got aluminium. I'm not struggling with the story as such. I'm struggling with the gameplay. It's just, I don't know. I think it's because I played a hell of a lot of Fallout 76, and now that I'm playing Fallout 4, I'm just maybe a little bored of the gameplay because I've played so much Fallout 76. Aluminium 6, aluminium can 11. So I'm struggling a little bit just with that, man. That's about it. 28 aluminium. I've got all this stuff. Speech bobblehead. Right, what is it? 10 aluminium, 3 circuitry, 5 steel. Alright, we got enough. Right. I mean, I did like 26 streams of Fallout 76 and averaged probably 3 to 5 hours each stream. So, you know, that was like, you know, probably quite over 100 hours of Fallout 76. And then I've come sort of straight into Fallout 4. And so I'm feeling just a bit burnt out on the whole Fallout thing, and I don't mind. It's just I want to like see the story through, but unfortunately I'm just feeling a bit run down on gameplay side of things. Where is this bitch gone now?
Greetings, Knight.
Greetings. So maybe I should have taken a bit of a bigger break between 76 and Fallout 4. Wait, how do I get in there then? Oh, I need to change my core. Oh, what? Oh, this is fucking annoying me now.
Fixed a few power armor mods and gave them to Tegan. You might want to check them out.
Proctor.
Treat your power armor well, and it can get you through anything.
What's going on? Build the reflector platform. How fucking do I do that? Oh, there. Oh, you idiot. Oh, this, you mean I didn't have to go and get it? It was already here? Oh my god. I thought it was a scavenger hunt. What a dick. Or is this the only place you can build it? Ah. Looks like this is the only place you can build it. Well, for fuck's sake. I was going to carry it to where she is and build it in there just to So I didn't have to keep walking back and forward, but it doesn't look like you can. Oh!
Any luck building the platform yet?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. I'm ready to build the rest of it.
Good. Let's move on then. Here's a list of everything we'll need. Now, I know some of that might as well be in Greek, so I'll be around if you have any questions.
Can you explain how this thing is actually gonna work?
According to Virgil's notes, it takes 4 components to complete the signal interceptor. First, we need a control console to input the code sequence and process the signal. That's the easy part. Second, we have the relay dish. That's for the interceptor part of the name. It scans and grabs the proper frequency we need. Third, and the most complex, is the molecular beam emitter. This is the actual component that translates your matter into energy for transmission. You've already built the stabilized reflector platform, which concentrates and deflects
Why did I ask?
the beam. Oh, one last thing before I forget. It's important that all the components are wired together so all the pieces are on a single grid. Otherwise, this isn't going to work. If you need any help, I'll be over at the build site making some adjustments and calculations. I'd wish you good luck, Knight, but I think we're both going to need it.
You're the fucking engineer. Why am I building it? What a dick.
Hail Knight.
Honestly. Why am I building it? She's the engineer. Her job. What now?
This isn't gonna do anything without power.
Build the beam emitter. Molecular beam emitter. Oh. Oh, will you fuck off? Thank you. Okay. Wire this into the same power grid as the beam emitter. We haven't got a power grid yet. Wire this in the same power grid as the beam emitter. That needs to. That needs 20. Level up, okay. Shit.
I'm too busy to speak right now.
Oh, you should tell me you're too.
Remarkable work, Knight. The signal interceptor appears to be complete. Are you ready to put it to the test?
Absolutely. I'm ready to go.
Your confidence is an inspiration to us all. That being said, this is the first time we've attempted to directly adapt Institute technology. When we throw that switch, we don't know exactly what's going to happen. God willing, you'll end up inside the
Didn't
institute.
really get trolled
The
that
mission will
much,
continue.
to be honest.
What are the details of my mission?
I'm glad you asked. Now, I want you to listen very carefully. Once you've entered the Institute, we expect to lose contact. So it's imperative you remember everything I'm about to tell you. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital wasteland to assist with various projects. During this process, we were able to obtain the services of Dr. Madison Lee, a noted mind in the field of nuclear engineering.
How did the Brotherhood meet Dr. Lee?
She was part of a civilian project in the capital wasteland that the Brotherhood appropriated. It wasn't difficult to convince her to stay. That said, Dr. Lee's contributions to our cause were instrumental in maintaining order in the capital wasteland. After some time, she developed differences with the Brotherhood and exiled herself to the Commonwealth. We're fairly certain that her intent was to make contact with the Institute.
What sort of differences?
Although she was working with the Brotherhood of Steel, she never formally joined as a scribe. After the capital wasteland was secured, she objected to the Brotherhood's continued military presence there. I think she assumed we would just walk away from it all. She was wrong. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track down Dr. Lee's whereabouts. If you find out that she's still alive, make contact with her and convince her to return to the Brotherhood of Steel. There's a special project we're working on, and it needs her attention.
The Death Star?
What's this project that needs her attention?
Sorry, that information is classified. I'm sure you understand. Listen to me, Knight. I'm well aware that you're risking your life going into the Institute blind. Just keep your mind on the mission, and don't let anything they say sway you from your duty. Good luck.
I've checked and rechecked everything. I think the signal interceptor's ready to go. Are you?
Let's do this.
All right. Head up onto the platform and we'll see if I can find a signal to lock onto. Pull yourself together and get up onto that platform.
Oh, shut up. Well, pull yourself together and get working.
Let's see. Relays dialed in. Beam emitters warmed up. Everything looks green. Let me start scanning for the signal. Cross your fingers. I'm
I feel like I'm playing Half-Life for some reason.
There's a heck of a lot of interference and ghosting. It's gonna take a minute or two to lock in. By the way, this little trip you're taking is a heck of an opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. I put a clever little program on this holotape that'll scan their network and download anything it finds. If you place it in any terminal down there, it'll do the rest. Bring it back to me and I'll see if I can make sense of whatever it found. Well, well, looks like we have a winner. RF wave capture
Dr. Lee is a
complete.
valuable asset.
Ramping the emitter.
If any harm comes to
60%,
I'm holding you
80%.
personally responsible.
Emitter spiking but steady. All that's left
Dog
is
meat,
to
come
press
on.
the transmit switch. Transmitting in 3, 2, 1. Stay safe, soldier.
Well, Mr. Freeman. Oh, I forgot about my level up. Locate Dr. Lee. Use terminal. Load holotape. Network scanner, was that the one? It was network scanner, wasn't it? What's that other thing? Virgil wanted me to get his thing as well, didn't he? It's not on here.
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I am known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
What elevator?
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Is that really you?
Who are you?
Sean, where is everyone?
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
What do you want me to do, Sean? What can I do?
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here. Help me!
Sean, please. Calm down. I'll get you out of there.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus.
Knew it.
Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Father? That's your name? Your title?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute, just as you mean to your son, to Sean.
I'll make this very simple. Where is my son?
He's here, in the Institute. Closer than you think. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
Bullshit.
Is it? After all the things you've seen and experienced in the Commonwealth? Think about it. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the sun you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
Human synths? Really?
Human-like synths. A great distinction. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics, used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
I don't believe you. There's no way any
I wish there was something to say. I know this isn't what you wanted, but it's the only truth I can offer you.
You're my son? Then prove it. Now.
I've already told you how I came to be here. I don't know what further proof I can offer that would convince you. I've shown you my trust. Your weapons haven't been confiscated, and I stand unarmed before you. Please, let's just talk.
If this is true, where do we start?
I know you must have questions. Please, anything I can do to help you understand.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
Well, how fucking old was he then? If he was an adult, like, you know, old, you know, fully grown adult when he was an infant. So how old is bloody Kellogg?
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
I don't expect you to understand or agree with the decision. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up.
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? She was murdered.
Killed? Yes. Murdered? I'm not so sure about that. Still, I do regret never having known her. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
But, director? Why you?
I was the most qualified for the position, obviously. I've lived my life within these walls, dedicated to science like every other member of the Institute. My hard work has paid off. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
What to choose?
You want me to stay here?
Yes, that is what I propose. Is it so hard to imagine? The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground.
Hey, Ray.
You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
Well, okay. Let's put our role-playing cap on here. All he's wanted to do is find his son. He's in the place where he thinks he can find his son. He's got a man standing in front of him claiming to be his son, whether he is or he isn't. Maybe, maybe not. So,
things are pretty terrible up there.
I've seen it myself.
Either way, if his main goal is to find his son, then staying here is his best option.
And it's a life that you can now be part of.
The end. Game over.
A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in facilities, Dr. Ao in SRB, Dr. Holdren in bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in advanced systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
It's all very clean, isn't it? Down, down, down. Okay.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that.
And invisible
Even so,
as well.
I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There
Scanning.
we go. All set.
Subject
Unit,
identified.
you can return to duty.
Thanks again.
Of course. We're all looking forward to working with you.
We don't usually welcome outsiders. I hope you can appreciate your good fortune.
Doctor.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer.
Allie
Father
Fillmore.
told us about you. I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much. I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. It'll be a load off Sean's mind. Take your time. Get yourself acquainted. There's a lot to take in. Plenty of things you won't find topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Goodbye, then.
Alright.
My daddy says your father's daddy, but he looks so much older than you.
Hi there.
Sometimes Quentin is really mean to me, but my mom says I have to be nice anyway.
Greetings. As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
What can I requisition?
I have access to a modest selection of arms, armor, and other items approved for use in field missions.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Experiment 18A. Huh. They're all ooh, plasma sniper rifle. Yeah. Alright. Well, my wife has just gotten home. So unfortunately I'm probably gonna have to end it there for today. To be honest, I'm not feeling it. I'm not lying. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not feeling it at the moment, and I'm getting a bit bored. So I'll probably have to come back and play a little bit more when I'm not so bored. So I'm gonna end it there. It's just a short one today. So thanks for watching. As always, if you could leave me a like, that'd be great. But hopefully I'll catch you all later on. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.